whichever hits first. First touch of the zone is the most profitable. That's why we need to focus on the first touch. We call positional trades trend trades. Alternative trades are called counter trend trades. Breakout trades and scalp trade levels can be traded independently of any position. Depending on time and volatility, we use profit stop up to 20 pips, not less. Session recap setups are valid for today, tomorrow, and sometimes the day after tomorrow. Pay attention to my Twitter updates. Scalp trade should be done at or very close to important support resistance levels. All those are calculated by historical levels and Camarilla. Add these levels to your system. Pay attention to trends. You might find other trend-based entries. And the 10 pips pool, it is the maximum available number of pips you could have got on recap entries. So once more, because I see people still coming in, at the beginning I was explaining that Admiral Markets offers 1 to 500 leverage on ECN account. I strongly advise you to use 1 to 500 leverage, but guys, again, use it wisely. It will give you the chance to, if you experience a drawdown and your account is in negative territory, it will give you the chance to recuperate much faster. But definitely, guys, use it wisely. Big leverage is only to be used wisely. So not like rushing in, jumping on a freight train. Luca is asking, can I have ECN on demo account? Yes, of course. Luca, you can use ECN on demo account and see how it goes. Of course. So yeah, guys, I mean, I have it also, so it's very, very good account. Okay, I mean, for people who want to trade Forex, not just, you don't have DAX, you don't have indices, you have gold and mainly Forex market. Let's see some connection problems. Do you hear me? Just let's do a quick sound check. Okay, let's do a quick sound check. You should be able to hear me now. Yeah, I don't know why connection is dropping every time we have session recaps. It's like someone does not want us to make profits. Just kidding. Don't worry, guys. If we experience another drop in connection, I have a backup connection. I was thinking actually about everything. So you just need to be a little bit patient and I will connect from other source. So don't worry. Okay. This is the rules and setups, and now we can jump into previous week. Okay, this was previous week session recap. Actually, there was a bit of mixed trading with euro dollar, but eventually it was good because if you remember my previous analysis on euro dollar, it was I mean, it was the same setup that I presented you with on session recap webinar. It was long around 0560, 0580, and I will show you the analysis that was for previous week that we actually used for session recap, and that was pretty much accurate. It went in a profit, and one really of great setups concerning how trend was changing on euro dollar, especially after Trump's speech. It definitely changed. But this is what I had for you last week, and it was actually very, very, very good setup. Okay, let me show you. Okay, I need a full screen, and it's not showing full screen. Let me just quickly show you my screen. Okay, well, let's see. It cannot show full screen mode, but I we'll use other browser here. So we'll show you right away now. Okay, this is what we got on euro dollar, and this was pretty much very, very strong analysis. If you remember, this was previous week setup, okay, and I said that euro dollar will probably be bought on the same setup if it happens, or even if it drops lower. So by using this setup, we had a huge spike, 100 pips, but let's say that we actually used something lower, protecting the profit, so we got like 80 pips, okay, on positional trade. So very, very good setup. Even on alternative setup, it dropped at the first touch here, you see, it dropped for some nice pips, guys. So I hope that you enjoy the profit. Pound dollar was also good. Pound dollar was good for 80 pips. And here, guys, you can see we had actually a sell position, 2180, and it hit 2180 and dropped here to 2116. Paul is asking, hi Nenad, how do you get the highlighted area on your screen at POC? I do it manually, Paul. There is no expert advisor. There is not automated system that get POC things. I guess this is talent and my knowledge of Forex market, nothing else really. That is why you need to follow webinars and analysis, and you will always see the logic behind POC zones. Also sign up for next price action training school class, where I will explain how I try to chart these POC zones, but have in mind that it's a bit subjective thing. So what I see, it does not necessarily mean that you will see too. I always use confluence of different chart cues, patterns, let's say wicks, historical and now moment perspective, and I combine it into a single zone. That is why a POC zone is something that is maybe the strongest in Forex market. Really, those rejections are very, very strong. Okay, so pound dollar, okay, we had a sell position here, and you see the sell was initiated here and the price dropped. Okay, we had like 60 pips of profits. Some even, I mean, it went a little bit higher, so people who joined up here made even more than 60 pips of profits. Australian dollar was also a good trade. We had a sell position initiated around 0.7550, and here, guys, you can see that the price got to 75.50 and then dropped instantly. Even though if you traded this setup here or this candle, the first rejection was the most profitable, and it went in a nice profits. Okay, it really went in a nice profits because bang, you see, whatever happened here, it didn't touch our stop loss. Dollar yen was a straight loss trade. We had a sell position around 115.10 with a clear stop at 115.55, and what happened is actually, well, dollar was dropping that time, so you know, sometimes those drops, guys, are simply out of control. You see what happened actually, the same thing happened with dollar CAD. I was really sure that buy position would be good. I mean, you know, I wouldn't actually write it here otherwise. But you know, when some news kick in, and there was some movement in Asia session that completely tanked dollar. I think it was some Chinese data or something, and you see what happened actually. It went away, collecting all those weaker stops here, and then it went straight where I predicted. If this wasn't for this Asian movement, we would have been in nice profits, because obviously dollar yen wanted to go higher. It wanted to go higher, but simply sometimes in Asia session it can happen. It doesn't mean that my setup was bad. It means that there was some news. Obviously here, guys, you see how it broke through this level. It was stop grabber. And what happened here? See? All day it was selling, and then bang. If it was not for this movement initially, I think that this would have been a nice buy and great trade from this. But unfortunately, we got stopped out. Huge drop during Asian session, guys. Bang down, you see, and even more down here. It happens sometimes. Similar thing happened to dollar CAD. We had a sell position at 32.50 that was not initiated because the price did not make a pullback towards our selling spot, unfortunately. I mean, I prefer those pullbacks, guys. You know, when people usually ask me, what do you think, Nenad, about trading generally? Is it profitable? I say always, guys, there is only one thing that is a sure thing in Forex market. It always works. In uptrend, you want to buy when price is oversold. In downtrend, you want to sell when price is overbought. The only thing is we need to find those zones. I'm calling it POC zones, and my POC zones are always overbought or oversold depending on the setup, and that is why also they're very valid. But it's in real life, right? If you want to buy something, you will buy it when price drops. You don't want to buy it when price is highest. If you're impatient, well, you can buy it, but you know, it's your own decision, right? It's vice versa for sell. If you want to sell your home, your apartment, a house, let's say, you want to sell it when price is very high in overbought territory, right? You need to follow. Everything is the same in Forex market, except that it's easier to trade Forex than to manage something in real life, of course. I mean, at least for me, it's much easier to look at the charts, and I have like literally thousands things to watch for that I really, I mean, I don't have to, but well, it's the occasions. You always need to think about 1,000 different things except from just watching charts and trading, right? So for me, it was very clear, definitely very clear that buy position was around 30.95. But again, what happened is a huge drop in Asia session, went through 30.95 as a knife through butter, and it collect all weaker stops. This is guys, this is the sign of stop grabbers, stop grabber, stop grabber, all the way up to here when there was no weaker stops to collect, and then the price, I mean, what happened afterwards? You see, I was right about dollar CAD. It will go long, but you see what happened. A huge spike. And where did it stop? Where did it consolidate? Of course, around 32.50. See the flag here. It's always like POC zones, right? So some things are definitely easier with us in Forex market than with some things that we need to manage in every day. Okay, here a question that I also got, and then we'll move to this week's setup. The question is, I mean, I need to answer that because people usually ask me what is my favorite. I'm not talking to you, chatting to you, because a lot of people ask me what is my favorite what is my favorite brand, car brand, and I was always very fond of German cars. So I prefer German cars like Volkswagen, of course, Porsche, and Audi also. BMW I like, but it's not my top priority. So that is the answer, guys, to all of your questions. What is the car that I prefer? So yeah, and that is one of the things, guys, in real life what you need to manage, because you always want to see which seller gives you the best price, right? And sometimes it's not the easy job, because you need to manage, I mean, you really need to pick up very carefully to wage all these things, especially if you're buying a new car. the prices are really different. It's not always the same price. So sometimes you need to wait for the best price. It's the same in Forex market, guys. If you really want to get the best possible trade, you need to risk, like waiting. Waiting can either get you the best possible price for trading, especially if you want to be a longer term investment, because I usually change my car in like 4 years. Okay, new car, I drive it 4 years, then I sell it, resell it, and then I buy a new one. But guys, honestly, for me, it's much harder than trading Forex market. It's much easier to give you these setups than getting the best possible price for a car. Let's say, hypothetically, now I'm talking to you, chatting like a friend, right? But well, you know, sometimes it's the risk you need to take. In euro dollar, let's get back to our main subject. Euro dollar is now, guys, it's in uptrend. So if you are in the position that I gave you last week, this day, you are in profits, because obviously I was telling you that 0.720 could be used for spikes to the upside. And if you read the analysis carefully today, I mean, I always try to give you the clearest possible analysis, so you can read between the words what you should do, right? I cannot tell you sell and buy here, right? I'm not a signal provider, but I'm teaching you how to trade. I'm teaching you how to trade in the best possible way. So that is why I really need to choose how I present you the analysis, because the main thing is I cannot tell you buy here, sell there. It would be very unwise, of course, but you will always see the logic in my trades, where to put your trades. The main thing, guys, POC zones are where you place your entries, okay? That is where we expect the price to react. So this was the first place where I expected the price to react, and it reacted 3 to 4 times. It was actually bought really from this spot. So even if you scalped by this level, you could have made nice amounts of pips just by trading 1.0720. Okay, but for positional trades, I would look that price drops to POC zone, and there I would definitely buy it. So my POC zone is this, and the whole analysis you can read here on other markets under analytical section, technical analysis. Here you will always see my chart, my watermark here, and the description that is absolutely very, very clear to all people, be it novice traders or experienced traders. Here the same thing is there. I didn't change anything, guys. I think that the price might be sold from 0.820, but now, guys, you see, it's actually the price is spiking from 0.720. You can decide to close the books for today, to take your profits, and to maybe wait for POC zone. I don't know if the price will get to this POC zone, but I think it might get, maybe during the night, I don't know. But if it gets, it would be a good sign to buy into, and then this would be the target, and a breakout buy would happen above 1.0785. Stop loss should go below last H1 low, and TP is 1.0820. So let's see what will happen. This is the setup for euro dollar. So I already explained, it's very clear, nothing has changed since I did the analysis today. So yeah, Draghi speaks in about 4 or 6 hours. Maring is saying, well, let him speak. I'm not sure that that will be the major market movement, really. I know that Draghi will speak, but still I'm not sure really that it will be such a major speak. I mean, he will be speaking in Italy, right? So maybe there will be some movement. The only thing why there can be some movement, because liquidity will be thin. It's around midnight, right? So just after Wellington session, Tokyo session is getting ready for open. Why so late time? Really, I don't know. I know he will speak in Italy. I really don't know why at midnight. I mean, who speaks at midnight? Midnight is the time when we are getting close to, let's say that we need to sleep, right? So We are getting close to our bed. It's a bedtime. It's not time to speak, but he will speak. Aha, Mihai is saying due to speak at a warring of the Premier Camillo Cavour in Italy. Maybe after party. I don't know. I wouldn't like that to be after party on euro dollar, really. Maybe, well, Draghi, he can actually use after parties however he sees fit, but I would personally not like any after party on euro dollar, especially, guys, not that time, because you know, when liquidity is thin, and usually when when price opens up around midnight, and let's say next 1 hour there is a bit of thin volatility, liquidity, and the price can go up and down with any clear direction. So I hope that it won't be the case, but well, whatever be the case, try not to go with a big risk. I will try to trade this, so let's see, maybe we will get a setup during his speech, I don't know. But I still don't know, maybe it will jump, right, giving us a breakout trade, so let's see. Okay, yeah, really, Scott is saying euro dollar yearly pivot is at around 0.828 with monthly R1 confluence at 1.0811. Well, yes, that is why, I mean, one of the reasons why you can see that this is actually something in between. So I think really that 0.820 can be a good place to possibly sell into. But now we should focus on this. Pound dollar, now it's in uptrend after Theresa May's speech. Well, pound dollar violently spiked to the upside. It was a bit hawkish speech, and the pound really went heavily to the upside. It was bought instantly. It made a nice up move, and if you remember my analysis, and if you read Forex Street poll, I was very sure that as long as the price stays above 22.50, next target will be 24.80. And actually, guys, it happened today. Price went very close to 24.80. So again, I was a bit right with a prediction about pound dollar, and definitely it was long. Here is the chart of pound dollar. Let me open the chart now. Okay. Here, pound dollar chart, it hit the target 24.80, but I think that the sell might come soon, around 25.10. Okay, guys, you see this yellow bar here, and another yellow bar. What it means, when price spikes through projection high or projection low, this yellow ATR level will go up, so it will recalculate. So if it spikes above this level, this might go the way up projection high. Same thing can happen with projection low. If projection low is broken and the pair gets below the low, then this yellow will move a little bit there. But it's a good thing, because actually it gives us the cue that the price is overbought or oversold. This is the level where I will be that I am paying attention to. As I said, it's 25.10, simply because in the history you have a order block here, and guys, here you see a sell spot. So in the history, 25.10 region was good for sell trades. See what happened here, and now the price is getting there. So I guess this level is protected. It's also H3 weekly pivot point, and also it's ATR. Stop here. So I think we might see some rejections here. Stop loss is 25.50, so 25.50, just slightly above this ATR projection. I mean, even though if we do it with 14, you see, guys, the projection is 25.34. So 25.50 is definitely stop loss, add a little bit of spread, and that's it, 23.50. Target is 24.80, TP2 is, this is 23.70. This was a typo. Sorry guys, sorry. I made a typo. For sell trades, 25.10, around 25.10 is a sell spot. Stop loss is 25.50, but target is 24.80. So the target is not that high because that is a counter trend trade. So it's around 30 pips. But what can happen, guys? If 24.80, I will drop to 1 hour time frame. If 24.80 is taken out, okay, if this level is taken out after the pair gets there and goes down, then your TP should be this level, 24.30. So I will also enter the number, correct number in the slide, because it doesn't say TP2. Now I will actually use TP2. TP2 is 24.30 for a sell trade. So let's see, but it should only happen if the price breaks through 24.80 and if 4-hour closes below 24.80. Because otherwise it might get to 24.80 and then spike again. So you really need to be careful about this, okay? So this is sell position on. Yeah, guys, be very careful. One more thing. Be careful. If this setup is not, does not happen before Supreme Court decision, do not trade it. Okay, do not trade it. That is my warning to you. And I will place a warning here. It's Supreme Court decision tomorrow. Thank you for reminders. Supreme Court decision. Primož is saying yes. So you need to be very careful about trading it. So the only thing to trade it is if it happens before the ruling, okay? So this can be volatile event and be very careful with trading, okay? So Supreme Court decision, this setup is valid just before this setup decision. There is not a time frame, I think, so we need to be ready, guys. I don't think it will happen during early London hours, but still watch Forex Live or other live websites for any information regarding ruling. I think it should start around 10:30. According to Forex Factory calendar, it's like 10:30. So I think you see early London session is still okay, but then I would not advise trading pound dollar. Australian dollar is in uptrend. Buy position is around 75.40. Stop loss is 75.10. TP is 76.40. Sell trade could be initiated around 76.40. Stop loss 76.70. TP 75.90. Breakout sell, guys. If it breaks 75.10, then stop loss goes above last high. TP 74.90. TP2 74.50. So you definitely need to watch a possible pending breakout on Australian dollar. This is it. Australian dollar. So for Australian dollar, 75.40 is possible buy trade. Now it's in the buy zone, so you can actually decide whether you want to buy here or wait a little bit, or if you want to enter there now, scale in, take, let's say, use 1/3 of your position. 75.10 is a stop loss. Sell is 76.40, but we need to go on higher time frames. So 76.40, guys, for a possible sell. You see why? because of this wicks, the price closed here, retested it and went down. It's H4, very close to 75.40. So yeah, you should be able to see the screen now. It's not frozen. You should be able to see it now. So this region is good to sell. But now it's very close to a buy position. See, but maybe I would like it to go slightly lower. Okay, slightly lower. It's better to go lower, but still it might reject, guys. So the only sell as a breakout should happen below 75.10. And it could be, if it happens, it could be a breakout trade. But I think it could really first reject here. This is the final defense for Australian dollar. If it's bullish, it should stay above 75.10, really, if it's really bullish. But the price is ranging. Guys, watch this, ATR, 38 pips. Today, it's nonsense. And last 14 days, only 74 pips. 70. It's very, very small ATR. So that is why the pair is ranging. And now, dollar yen, around 114.00 is sell position, 114.30 is stop, 112.60 TP, TP 212.10. Buy spot 112.50, stop 112.20, TP 113.50. Below 113.50, it's bearish. So this is dollar yen. 114.00 is my sell spot. We can actually use intraday pivots. Okay, I will use indicators like this. So see guys, 74.00, it's very close to L4. This is support now. Sorry, this is resistance now. It's also ATR pivot. AMA 89 is there. And you see a lot of selling from this spot. So I think this could be the way to sell. It's in downtrend as long as it is below 113.50. It will be pressurized to continue down. So if we don't see a rejection at POC zone, if we don't see a pullback, then guys, you can actually try to scalp, because 113.50 is very important, guys. Okay, it's very close to pivot point. Okay, for middle point, pivot point of ATR. Also a lot of sellers in the history, and while the pair is below that, it can go really below. So you can scalp on pullbacks towards 113.50. Remember this level, it's important. Mark it on your charts. Mark it on your charts. Okay. Alternative buy trade can happen around 112.50. And you see guys, it's already happening. And that is, you see the candle close here, and this candle actually, hourly candle, is rejecting from our POC zone. But I think that it could reject more, or it could proceed up. Stop loss is 112.20. TP is 113.50. So definitely it's rejecting from POC spot. But you cannot buy it now, because this actually was bought here at this spot. Unfortunately, we missed it. But I would still go with short trade opportunity if it happens, and with scalps below 113.50. And finally, guys, and then you can ask me questions, is New Zealand dollar. It's in uptrend. 71.50 is positional buy trade, 71.20 is stop, 72.50 is TP, TP2 is 73.00. Or we can experience a breakout buy around 72.50. Stop loss should go below last hourly low, TP 07300. Alternative sell trade around 73.20, 73.50 stop, TP 72.50. So here is how it looks. So dollar, New Zealand dollar, sorry, this is dollar yen. Let's see New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar here. 71.50, guys. This is the level to watch for. 71.50. You see very strong confluence here. This can also be spot for buying, but also right here. See 71.54, but let's say it's 71.50. Even this region is good to buy into. So watch for this region. Stop loss is 72.20. It goes below projection low. TP 72.50 and TP2 is 73. 72.50 defined by also H5 and ATR projection high. And around 73.20 we might see a sell position. 73.20 here. A lot of historical sellers here, huge number of historical sellers, and that could happen same here. Maybe not in that amount, but definitely it should show some sellers. Weekly settings are different. Weekly settings in Camarilla are different. We are using daily now, daily settings. Now guys, you can ask me questions and I will roll these slides again. Euro dollar, pound dollar, Australian dollar, dollar yen, and New Zealand dollar. Okay, let's start with questions. Sean, is the red, green and gold marks on the chart the ATR indicator? Yes, Sean, this is the ATR indicator. Idris is asking, hello Mr. Leonard, good morning, how about euro dollar? Good morning, Idris, or good day. Euro Australian dollar. It's sell on rallies. At this point, this is a strong confluence here. Even on 1 hour time frame, you can see it if you zoom out. It's very clear that this is a confluence for sell. So now I think it could be sold from this level. Let's say up to this spot. Goran is asking for WTI and Anmin about dollar CAD. Let's see WTI. It should be here. Here. Oil is actually in a sort of, let's say that this is undefined territory. We cannot say neither is bullish or bearish. We had a, well, this was a sort of flag, but the price went up and now it's going down. So I think it's a two-way trading. Definitely yes, Mario, this is the range. I would tell that this is the range. Next question is dollar CAD. Okay, dollar CAD. Dollar CAD is having a well-defined head and shoulders here. This is left, this is head, this is shoulder, so bearish SHS pattern here, bearish head and shoulders. I would wait for this level to break and try to trade it as a breakout. It's a bit of nasty position because it's you should have sold it here at the top of the right shoulder, but now we don't know if we could sell it or not. I think it might reject from this level. Okay, so be careful. Next question, can you look at DAX? Sure. It's a bit of down, but it's also supported. So here you can see two supports, and both of those supports are strong. Harshana is asking, is price action the base of your analysis and predictions? Yes, definitely it is. Harshana, it is the base. So only if this level is broken, pay attention to DAX, okay, 11,508. If this level is broken, it will go down. Pay attention to the breakout. Here, video should be shown here. So two supports, very clearly defined. It can be bullish SHS pattern or so-called inverted head and shoulders, but you can see it here, it went down and it could spike. Dollar Swissy, let's see, dollar Swissy. The question, does it have, what is this? ABCD on 4 hour. Let's see, I mean, if it does. Let's see. Yes, this is ABCD on 4 hour, so indeed this was a good ABCD, and it's spiking up from the support. So yes, ABCD. GBP New Zealand dollar. Okay, GBP New Zealand dollar. Sell on rallies. Here, clearly defined trend line. If it breaks to the upside, it could reject from here and then go down. But this height here is important, this peak. This should hold. If it doesn't hold, the price might get to the upside. Agris is asking, Australian dollar is 0.7510, good place where we can buy the trade. There is a lot of wicks. Let's see. Yeah, I still think that also 7510 is good, but you see, it's actually, we have a L3 here, a lot of confluence around 7540. But yes, definitely it's also good, 7510. Scott is saying chief Swiss franc is at yearly pivot. Probably, I don't use yearly pivots, but probably yes. Bogomil is asking about pound yen. I already told you about pound yen. Okay, this could be a sell here, but also it could go up. At this time, it looks like it's a sell position. I don't like really to see here this. When I see this, it's a whipsaw. It doesn't tell me anything. Next question, Mario, is dollar Swissy opposite to euro dollar? Yes, completely opposite. So completely the opposite. You should always take into account that euro dollar will move in counter correlation with dollar Swissy. So that means euro dollar up, dollar Swissy down, and vice versa. Okay, guys, I think this was all for today. I hope that we will make pips again. Thank you for listening to me. I will try to provide you with new analysis, something different from today, tomorrow. But yes, of course, this is what I see now. So let's see what the market will give us. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot. And I will hear from you soon. Cheers, everyone. Trade safe.